Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now from deep in the darkest forests of northern Minnesota, the show you've waited for. This is Grizzly's Growls. And I am honored to present our host, the man, the mystery, the legend. This is Grizzly.
Good evening to you. Am I on? I guess I'm on, yeah. Hi, this is David Grizzly Smith, and welcome to my show. I just noticed, within the last couple of minutes, I noticed that it is in fact the 4th of February, 2017. And my very first podcast ever dropped the 4th of February, 2007. It means 10 years ago today, I recorded my very first podcast, or at least I posted my very first podcast, or at least that's when Libsyn says I posted my very first podcast. I think the first one I actually ended up reposting after some editing, so it might not have the right date on it, but, it was either the 4th of February 2007 or earlier, so it's either been 10 years or it's been more than that. And what is there to say about 10 years of podcasting? Well, I don't know, a hell of a lot, really. Done a lot of them, and I hopefully have gotten better at it. I have on a couple of occasions tried to do live streaming and kind of sucked at it. Apparently I still do. And, well, I don't know that I'm really a good video guy. I'm just not good looking enough, I'm thinking. Plus, I'm old now. 10 years ago I was 48, and that's not all that old, but 58? 58's kind of old. So, I did, well, let's see, it's probably about 350 between all of the hibernations and all of the Grizzly's Growls episode, probably another 60 IDSL, so something over 400 of them, I suppose. I don't really have a good count, not really sure. Quite a few, like I say. And after all this time, I found one thing. I still have absolutely nothing of any practical use to say. So there's that. As to my future plans, well, who needs plans? I have no idea what I'm going to do next. Or I was looking, for example, earlier this evening, I was looking at on Twitter, a young lady had mentioned a speech by Daniel Webster that had some particular things that seemed very on point about the power of the presidency and the imperial presidency type thing. But I went back, and not only did I read the full text of Webster's speech, I also read the veto that Andrew Jackson had signed, that Webster was objecting to in his speech, and honestly, I think maybe Jackson had it right, and Webster, for whatever reason, didn't. He's Daniel Webster by golly, and he's a very important fella, and historically all that, but I think he maybe had it wrong. He had some valid points. I think they both did. But no, after having read what Jackson had to say and what Webster had to say, honestly, I think maybe Webster was wrong. He said it well. He was a well-spoken guy. He wrote good speeches. But he was wrong. Ain't that a hell of a thing, huh? So, yeah. I kind of gonna pass on that one. I've still got some more of John Stuart Mill's book dropping through about the 20th of February. And after that, I have no idea what I'm going to do next. It's even conceivable I'll do nothing next. It's conceivable I'll just stop. would make a certain amount of sense. I've done my 10 years. I've paid my debts to society, by God. And maybe I'll just go on and do something else. But, it was nice when I was doing Everlasting Man, and there were people that actually wanted me to do it. That was nice, and it was something new. And since I did that, pretty much the people that had been listening seem to have lost interest. Certainly nobody says much of anything. Whoever you all are, you don't say much. So, and I'm questioning in my own mind why I'm doing this in the first place. I suppose I have a certain talent for it, but I think maybe even a talent has to serve a certain amount of a purpose. And I'm not sure this does serve a purpose. So, there you go. Let's see, how long has this been now? I should check. I should maybe just stop if I've gone. Yeah, wow. A whole 7 minutes. After 10 years of work, what have I got to say about all of it? That it's okay. A few people are still listening back to some of the books that I put up on audiobooks, so there's that. And a few people listening back to some of the old podcasts that I did from time to time, and that's nice. But most of you don't have a whole hell of a lot to say otherwise, most of the time. And that's a shame. Be nice if you'd stop by and say hi. You don't write, you don't call. Maybe a nice postcard. I've got, 15 different mechanisms for leaving some kind of a comment. And what do I get? Crickets. Not that I'm complaining. Well, actually I am. But not that I think it's going to make a damn bit of difference, because it never has before. So, that's all I got to say about that. Good night. Been fun 10 years. Thanks for all the fish. Thank you for listening to Grizzly's Growls, the life and times of a minor local celebrity. If you like the show, tell your friends. If you don't like the show, tell your enemies. If this podcast lasts more than 4 hours, see your doctor. Theme music is Hot Swing from Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes or at feeds.feedburner.com/grizzliesgrowls. Comment at grizzly.libsyn.com or by voicemail at the comment line 218-234-CALL. That's 218-234-2255. These shows are released under Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 license. Your mileage may vary.